Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd show you an update on this new starter CV I've been working on, and I've been pretty busy since yesterday when I first showed this. I actually finished the ship and all three versions of it. Three versions. I'm not sure if I'm going to put out all the versions. I'll ask you guys that question. But here's basically what it looks like. Now this is the version that's fully equipped with all the thrusters and turbines and all the fun stuff. Get a general idea on what it's looking like. And I definitely adopted more of a Satisfactory like paint job on it. It's kind of playing that game a little bit. So it's got some other little things about it that are a little bit Satisfactory like as well. But to get a general idea on what it's looking like, now I'll go through the different versions and kind of talk about what's happening with them. So to start with here, I'm going to go over to the first version. Now the name of the ship is the Transit AP 1000, or that's what this one is. This is the 1000, this is the 2000, and that's the 3000. So you know your model numbers. Now the 1000 is a Janus like CV. In other words, it's a base when you first get it. It does not have any CV parts on it, and it's very inexpensive to bring into game. But you need to add everything to it. And this one actually took the longest to get going. It was a lot easier with the ones with all the parts on them, to be honest. So to start with, overall cost on this ship is when you spawn it as a base on the 1000 version is what am I doing? I'm getting into an LCD. Let's look at the costs. Ended up at 1 hour and 19-minute build time. Doesn't really require anything special whatsoever. And that's basically, I want you to be able to spawn in a player unlock level 12. Does have 12 sentry guns on it as well, and pretty cheap to actually bring in. Shouldn't have to get too many things. You will have to get cobalt. Can't really avoid that. A little bit of titanium, but other than that, it's about as simple as I can make it. Now, this version, let's go take a walk on the inside here. Here, how about I come in through the door over here? Let me turn off my jetpack. And everything's all rigged up, sensors, lights, LCDs, all of it. All of it's been done. So, yeah, this was a lot of hours. So, when you come into this one, to start with, you got your engineering area, and there's just locations for all kinds of stuff. It does have info LCDs throughout the ship for all the different parts, like the repair console over there, a teleporter. That's something I added in later on. And then you've got your warp drive, full-size shield, shield upgrade parts over here, some smaller turbines that fit in the back over there, generators up on the ceiling, pentaxa tank. It starts with a baby generator, a 1x2 generator in here, which is all you really need to start it when it's not flying around or doing anything. That keeps things going. Now, it does have a full medical bay, so all your specialized equipment here, and then you got your toilet and shower as well. And then on the other side, it does have fridge, food processor, your O2 dispenser, and med station itself. A place for armor repair. Up over there, and that is the utility bay. So you got your medical bay and then utility bay, and then of course you got your armor locker and weapon locker over here as well. A bunch of boxes in here. I did get all those labeled and everything like that. It does have 6 200k storage bays. 5 of them are regular storage bays. 1 is a harvest bay, or the harv bay over here. And yeah, and then you also have locations to add a whole bunch of constructors, deconstructors, and even 2 universal constructors in here. So they're everywhere, and places for more small constructors. Now in this version, you do have locations to add your CPU blocks, and they're all kind of below the flooring there. I did not use LCDs for labeling these because I couldn't fit them, so I just used good old decals. So you got 2 basics that you put in there. You got 2 improved cores in this section right here, and then you have 2 advanced CPU cores that you can put in back over here, and that's actually where it stops. But it doesn't seem to need any more than that, getting it all the way upgraded. So it does have a big intro going in here. Oh, it looks like my text is all getting kind of blurred away out there. That sucks. Well, anyway, there's a big speech, and it's kind of similar to that of the AI or the computer voice talking to you in Satisfactory. Uh, Very similar stuff. It's a little vague about stuff, but again, it does have an info LCD set built into it um, to tell you where all the stuff goes and everything like that. So hopefully, it's pretty self-explanatory. And that is pretty much the insides of the ship. Of course, you can go up to the flight deck up here, and there's a location for a repair bay up there. Now let me get back into God mode a second. And then obviously you have locations to add a bunch of turbines. You got your medium-sized turbines and large turbines in this area on either side of the ship. And then you can add your mining drills over here. Now I put in little decoy drills out of blocks. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to do the drills. I could have added LCDs there, but I thought this looked a little neater. And I did the same thing for all the thrusters that are not in the ship. The thrusters were tricky. Trying to add info LCDs for them, especially trying to get the right angle. Like you got to aim the thruster in a certain way. And it gets really complicated in some of these areas. Like there's a lift thruster here, a strafing thruster here. And in front of that, there's like 3 reverse thrusters. So this way it kind of indicates that you remove these blocks and replace them with actual thrusters. And then they'll all fit in there just nicely. Then, of course, on the back of the ship, you do have locations to add a larger lift thruster on either side over here and a larger forward thruster here. There's also more thruster locations for forward down over here. And then you have, it does come with a detector, even on the baseline version. So that is back there. But you do have room for a long-range radar as well. Now, this door, I kept the ramp. It could assist you to move a HV up to the flight deck, but you know, I think it'll work all right. It's just I can't get the ramp any lower than that. I didn't want to make grueling efforts to try to make the ramp lower, which would have kind of wrecked the ship. So I just sort of left it like that as like a ramp assist coming in there. So that is generally the layout of this whole thing, but it's super cheap. And basically, I plan on using this tomorrow when the season starts. I will spawn it in as soon as I can afford it, and use it as a base, and then try to go through and upgrade it until I can get it airborne with the proper equipment that I would want on it, like maybe a shield and a warp drive and things like that. So, all right, so that is the baseline version. Now here is the AP 2000. Now, if you're curious what the AP stands for, it stands for Awesome Pad. So again, kind of going with the Satisfactory kind of lingo. It kind of, if you look at this thing from a little bit, it looks like it's basically like a deployable landing pad, and that's kind of what it is. So yeah, it's called the Awesome Pad, by the company called Transit instead of Fizit. So I actually did have some other Transit builds that I built a long time ago, and they were SV transport ships, and kind of like a company name called Transit for those. So they got phased out because the SV transport ships not too useful or practical in games. So yeah. So the company here in Lure changed their colors and went in this direction instead, building CVs now. So all right. So here is the Model 2000. Model 2000 is the fully functional version of the ship, but not like decked out, not decked out at all. So this one's got a 3-hour and 5-minute build time on it. It does move. So 44 forward, 22 strafing, 33 lift, 33 reverse, 22 down. The 4 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks, 12 sentry guns. CPU wise is sitting at core 1. Got about 14,000 left over. 13,000, so somewhere right in there, left over on CPU. And what this one does come with is obviously all the thrusters. Still does not come with the drills or the turbines. On the inside, it does. Here, let me get on the inside here. It does come with obviously a full-size shield, just your baseline model though, and then your standard warp drive, 30 light year warp drive. It does have 2 1x3 generators in this version. And then it also comes with a little bit more production equipment versus the first version, where this one has 2 advanced constructors and 2 small I'm sorry, 4 small constructors, 2 advanced constructors. I think that's pretty much it on this version. It's just it works. You know, you can use it right away. And oh, I did put in the armor repair bay in this version as well. So other than that, it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't have the big information display on this. Oh, I did replace the glass on this one back to the armored or the heavy glass that it was supposed to have in the first place, where the cheap version just had some really cheap windows in there, and it actually says something about replacing those too in the little welcome LCD info screen. All right, so that is version 2. Now version 3 over here, and this is the one I'm not sure if I'm going to release to the workshop or not. This one I added all the parts, so it's got the bigger thrusters. It's got oh, I guess I didn't put in the long range radar on this one yet. That was something I was going to maybe do if there was going to be an advanced version there. But it does have the full loadout of turbines. It does have the mining drills installed. On the inside, it does have more parts, quite a bit more parts. It does have a gravity generator, 4 small shield parts, an advanced shield, main shield, advanced warp drive, so 60 light year version. And then it has a full complement of constructors and things like that in here. So it's got 2 universal constructors, 4 advanced constructors, and 4 small constructors in here. Now, also on inventory and boxes, it's the same on all versions. I did label all that, kind of went with a little bit different color scheme here, slightly. So you got sort boxes, there's 6 of those, a couple utility boxes, a couple loot boxes, and then your 6 storage controllers over there. Even the fridge is done up that way. So yeah, that is this version. Now this one does have 4 1x3 power generators in it, so I did not install the last 2. I tested this charging the shield while mining in space, and it was cool on power. Then again, it does have a lot of turbines on it, so that does help with it. So if you didn't have all the turbines, you might need more generators doing that. It does have a teleporter as well. There is a sensor and a control for that already kind of rigged up in the ship as well. So yeah, and that is basically it. A functional starter CV that you can turn into a CV miner and then traverse the galaxy, bringing some other ships with you. This one also does have a advanced repair bay on it and the repair console as well. I guess the only part I forgot to put on it was the actual long range radar. So stat wise on this version, it's more expensive, of course. 5 hour and 40-minute build time. Does need more parts, more bridges and matrices, and just more of everything, pretty much. Now, it's still running complete ion thrusters on here. So if you wanted to upgrade that some more, you could do that. And put on some plasmas or whatever, and up your thrust speed some more. As in CPU, since it doesn't really have a home to add in superior cores on here to bring it from a core 7, which it's at currently, to a core 9. My best thing, I literally ran out of room, but personally what I would do is cut the gravity generator and add 2 superior cores here. They will fit, I think they're 2x2 each one, and I think you can plug 2 of them in there. If you don't care about the gravity generator, like I put it in here, but honestly I don't want it anyway, so there is that. I just wanted to kind of equip it, you know, how it was supposed to be equipped, make sure everything checked out good. And right now, yeah, I think everything is working pretty nifty on the ship. No power problems. You can upgrade it as you go. It's still only reliant on 1 14K ammo box, but then again, it's only running 12 sentry guns. The ammo doesn't weigh much, doesn't take up much room, and the ammo box will hold an awful lot of it. So that should work. And again, it's never intended for combat. It's intended to use as a base CV and to do some CV mining with, and processing, production stuff. No farm on there either. So just as a comparison, I just want to show you the base or the Janus version first, again at an hour and 19 minutes, and I was comparing that to the Janus version of the Maykar, which is the stripped down version of the Maykar. Now, granted, this is a much bigger ship, but this one's 2 hours and 47-minute build time. So this other ship here is significantly cheaper than what the Janus is. Like less than half the production time. Now the Janus is more capable yet, because it's got the module bay, larger landing pad. It does have a farm. Does have a hangar. So it is a bigger, more expensive version of the same kind of ship. And this one also holds all the turbines and everything too in the back room. So very similar in that setup. This one actually is capable of more storage. So again, this Transit is kind of a lower end version of the Macar, more or less. It just doesn't. It does most of the stuff, but not all of it, especially when it comes to your flight deck room and your hangar space and farm. But other than that, they're pretty much on the same playing field. This is just a very smaller and cheaper version of a ship with similar functionality, for the most part. And yeah, kind of a fun project. Really hit it hard since I did the video yesterday on it, and it's already like 5 o'clock in the afternoon today. I was working on it all morning too. I really wanted to get this done before tomorrow. Don't want to think about it anymore. Want to use it. I don't know if I'll get it spawned in tomorrow, but I will definitely try. It's not that terribly expensive, but it's going to take a little while to get it all upgraded so it can fly around and do all the things. So I'll be on the ground for a while, but I'll have I'll be pretty happy with this. One last thing on this version, to keep the build time down and the resource cost down a little bit, and the player unlock level, it's just running a large constructor, not an advanced constructor in this version. So 2 small constructors, 1 large. Add in whatever you want, but yeah, that's what it comes with to keep the price where it is. But it does really have just about everything else. I mean, it really does, all your stuff. And now one thing that was brought up in comments that I couldn't really do anything about it, and it was brought up that getting into the bridge here, it kind of forces you to walk from the back part of the ship to get in there, because there is no ramp on the bottom side of the ship to get you up in here. There is a drone bay on the top that does have a sensor to open that up. It's actually a double door there. And that's probably what I would do in game on it. Now, honestly, logistically speaking, I could not figure out any way to add in a lower door on this build. There's too much stuff here. Everything's in the way. And it's just like I'd have to figure out something else or make the ship bigger or something else. But yeah, all these areas, every little detail is full of things. And if I had a ramp door there, it is kind of possible, but at the same time, not really. Maybe in this section here, a ramp could be added though, but then it's gonna be right up to the cargo boxes. I don't know about that one. I don't know if it would save that much time. I think when playing the game, I'm hoping if I had my jetpack on, I could kind of climb up here. Maybe. It's not that tall. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's just like that one thing I really just don't have a good answer for on that. I kind of wish these side doors I had were closer to the front side, but again, there's not really room with that because there's just all the stuff here in the thrusters and the turbines and the mining drills and all the other things packed in there. It's really, really, really hard to get a nice a walk path right where you'd want it there. But other than that is all I've got for today. And I just kind of wanted to show you this. Now, on releasing this thing, I would like to probably do it like this Sunday. It is possible. I mean, I haven't used this in game yet. Obviously, I just been doing all my testing and everything like that, trying to see, everything's checking out as far as I know. But there could be some unforeseen problem I don't know about yet. So I kind of wanted to get it in game and use it a little bit first, but I probably will just release it Sunday. Now, I do plan on definitely putting out the 1000 version here, or the Awesome Pad 1000. And then at the same time, the Awesome Pad 2000, which is, again, the working version. So this is a legit CV, where that one is just a base right now. As in this version, I don't know. I don't know if I want to put this one out or not. It is significantly more expensive. It's the same ship. It's just I added parts, a lot of parts, and I don't even know if you want the same parts. You know, that's another thing. I added like shield parts in here, where it's 2 arc chargers and 2 arc capacitors. I added in a couple of universal constructors, but maybe you want a deconstructor over here, and maybe you want something else, and you don't want that 5th constructor, and you want to fill this up with additional fuel or air or something else. You know, so it's like I don't necessarily know if I want to put out this version of the ship. I just wanted to make sure it all went back together right. And how I went about this whole project too is I did start building this one, because this one was the trickiest to do because it's missing all the parts, and I had to do fillers and more LCDs. So I built this one up, got it like 100% finalized, and then I went through and started adding parts, removing LCDs, putting stuff back in place to build the other 2 versions out of that. And now they're all synced. Everything's happy, and I think they're ready to release. So yeah, other than that, that's all I've got for today. Please let me know what you think, and this would this be something you'd be willing to try out using in game or not? I know it's a little different idea, but I really like the original Janus I did several years ago, which was a module that was the same idea. When you first got it, it was a basically a base, but it was technically a CV where you could upgrade it. And then I like that idea, because then you don't need a base. You just start with this, and then you upgrade it, and then you leave the planet, and it's just easy. So and you're not wasting. So that was the idea of this one. Same thing went on with the Maykar. That was kind of like the newer, bigger, more capable version of the Janus that was based a lot around the Helios carriers, which are majorly bigger than what this one is. But this does have the module bay in it, which is cool. Now, this one's not a module-based ship or anything like that, and it does not have a hangar. One comment did wish I put a hangar in it, and I guess all I can say about that, I do like hangars, don't get me wrong. I build almost every build with a hangar, if it's, you know, a CV at least, not an SV or something like that. It's just, if I were to have it with the hangar in the standard loadout, I would just be making another version of like 6 or 7 starter CVs I already built in the past, like the Wayfarers and the Noban and the Pioneer and the couple Krill ones and the Scar Bago, and they all had hangars. And I just didn't want to build another one just like that, because I already did them, a lot of them. And it's I wanted to try something new, and again, like another kind of a one-off color scheme again. I keep on trying to mix up the colors. Originally, when I was looking at it, I was thinking I was going to paint it like human colors, and then I was like, nah, let's try to push this Satisfactory thing a little bit, and even with the name of the ship, the Awesome Pad, which is not in my normal naming theme for sure. But other than that, y'all have yourself a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.